Hey everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Calvin. Today we're going to cook one of my favorite dishes, which is a sweet potato coconut curry chicken. So right now I have my rice cooking. It's a great thing to do if you make too much rice the night before, which I always do. This is a really good thing to have the leftover rice so that you can just make this hot dish, put it over top of the rice, use up your leftovers, everything like that. So, what we have here is some diced up chicken breasts. I have some heavy cream, fresh chives, coconut oil. This is my curry mix. Sweet potatoes diced up, about one sweet potato, and some fresh cut up ginger. And then over here is just my chicken stock. So curry can kind of mean a million different things. Curry kind of changes throughout the regions or whatever your preference is, whatever you grew up with. Curry is not one main specific thing. It's an idea of all the different spices and flavors coming together. So, you know, it varies everywhere that you go. It's always going to be different. There's really never one same to the other one. The main ingredients that you're always going to see are cumin, coriander, and turmeric. Turmeric, you can kind of tell, gives it that little yellowish flavor to it. Really good health properties to it. So you'll find those three. Cumin stands out with it. So for mine, I like to do it in big batches. Toast up my cumin, coriander, my turmeric, all in a pan. Add in coriander seeds, a little bit of cinnamon touch to it. For this specific one, I love coconut in anything. So having coconut in this all the time is really just specific to my taste buds. So I'll have unsweetened coconut flakes that I toast off into it. You get fresh tomato paste into there, and then you cut it with whatever liquid that you want, and then you blend it all up. Get some onions, some garlic into there, and then you just set that in your fridge. You can divide it up, so I have some in the freezer, I have some in the fridge, but I'm always ready to go when it comes to it. So what we want to start out doing is I just use coconut oil. Really just use whatever oil. This one just it has a good high heat. This is what we're going to brown our chicken in. Gives little subtle notes of coconut as well. It's supposed to be healthier and better for you. So what we want to do is we just have high heat on this pan. Let's get that oil temperature up. Just be ready. The first things to go in, we're going to dump all of our chicken in with a little bit of salt. We could also get a little cumin mixed in with the chicken if you want a little bit more flavor. But I tend to wait till the end of it to see if really I even need that. And this is a dish I'm going to try to move fast on. High heat. Let's get all that together. A couple pinches of salt in there. Spread it out. And next thing that we want to go in are sweet potatoes, because those are also going to take a good amount of time to just get nice and tender the way that we want them to be. So these are the two things that are going to take the longest to cook. That's why we put them in first. We want to salt the potatoes once they're in there. And then we just want to get everything around the pan. Keep it on high heat and kind of walk away from it and let it do its own thing for a little bit. And so now come back to our chicken and sweet potatoes that we haven't really touched. We're just letting all the flavors come together, but also we're letting that one side of the chicken really get browned up and crisped up. So now we can see that all the chicken's going white all throughout it. So now we just want to move it around a little bit. That's going to allow nice even cooking of the sweet potatoes. Now we're just keeping that high heat going. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to push it all throughout so it's all lined up on the pan. Everything's touching the bottom surface. Then we just let it do its own thing. Probably another 5 minutes. All right, now without touching it, without moving it, let's get our fresh ginger into there. We want that to kind of start breaking down and getting its flavors all mixed into there. You definitely don't want to have fresh raw ginger thrown in at the end. It's super spicy and just very unsettling, and you'll probably make your guests cry if you do that. So let's hold off on that. Maybe on this one, next one we'll try it out. Right, we got our fresh ginger into there. Kind of just go around the pan, scrape off whatever is sticking to it. We just want to start moving it around. Getting some really, really good color on the chicken, really good color on the sweet potato, and that's exactly what we're looking for. The trick is cut the sweet potato just as small as you possibly can. You're gonna get a nice crispiness all around it, good color on the outside. You'll still get really good flavor on the inside, but cut it too big. Overcook the chicken, undercook the sweet potato, and cut it too small, it'll kind of just disappear. So now we have it like that. You want to get curry sauce into there. Now, the way that I make this is so that it's a concentrate. So I can't just put the curry sauce in and just it's not enough to make the whole sauce. You're gonna mixing with that oil, and that's where some of our stock comes into play. Stock comes into play. You can get that concentrate mixed with the oil, mixed with that stock. Start bringing it all together. And then the fat from our heavy cream is gonna make it just a nice, creamy, silky sauce. So let's let that get up to temperature. We wanna start seeing it simmering. Once we see it simmering, we're gonna drop it down to medium, maybe medium-high heat, and just let it reduce down a little bit, and then hit it with the cream. Put some fresh herbs into there. I think our rice is done, so everything's coming together all at the same time, so that's good. Now that we've reduced it down a little bit, just pop it back up to high heat. Let's get a little bit of this cream in. Looking for kind of nice color on it, almost like a caramel color. And the more you make it, the more you'll find out your individual taste on it and see kind of how much cream you want. Maybe you want it spicier, maybe you want it sweeter. So this is a pretty cool one to just kind of mess around with. It's also a really, really cool dish to, all the different vegetables and produce that you have in your fridge that are about to go bad, just kind of throw them into a curry dish, and most time, 9 times out of 10, it'll all work together. I think that's just about what we want. We'll have to cook it down a little bit more, because we want everything to combine, thicken up a little bit, but maybe just another minute or two. And then we have our chives over here, which this is one of the delicate herbs that you don't really want to cook with. So once this is done and we cut the heat off, then we can fold those fresh herbs in. We could also throw it right on top as we're plating it. I think it should be good. We could do a good test is if you could stir it around and then hold it up. Does it stick to the spoon? And basically what it's doing. And you'll start to see it around the edges. It's almost as if the sauce wants to stick to the pan now. It's at that point. You have a nice sheen to it. That's it. That's what we're looking for. So heat is off. Let's get those herbs into there. And there you have it. You got dinner for tonight. Really good lunch for tomorrow. I mean, you add eggs to this, you could have it for breakfast in the morning. That's kind of one of those all-around things. So, try out some different curries. Start making it in your own household. You guys make up your own recipes. It's one of the most fun things to play around with. And it's, yeah, just experiment and have fun with it. And I'll see you guys next week.